Hey, what's up guys, and welcome in today's video where I'm gonna show you some cool techniques that you can use on your tech house drums. So before starting with this tutorial, I would like to remind you that all the samples used are from our tech house sample pack called Mirage. It's a collection of one-shots, loops, midis and serum preset, and you can find the link to it in the description below. So to show you these techniques, we're gonna start with this basic loop that we have here. Really easy, as you can see. So the first thing that I would like to show you guys is dynamic processing. To do that, we are gonna use a transient designer. Is in this case the one from Native Instrument, which is called Transient Master. So we're gonna position it on the hi-hat, for example, and I'm gonna show you how to use that. So this is how the hi-hat sounds. As you can see, it's a really short hi-hat with a really clicky attack. So in this case, we may want to reduce the attack a bit and increase the sustain. In this way, it sounds kind of more relaxed, while if we want something more aggressive, we might want to do the opposite, so increasing the attack and reducing the sustain. So another thing that you can do with the Transient Master is applying it to the kick drum. So usually the kick drum doesn't really fit very well with the rest of the track. So by having a Transient Master, you can easily modify the attack and the sustain. So in this case, I think we have not a lot of attack on this kick. So we may want to increase that. So as you can see, it's much more clicky now. And yeah, you can basically do that for each element in your drum section, on your percussion, claps, on basically everything. Then another technique that you can use is editing the drum loops. So in this case, we have this top loop. So, and let's say that we only want to keep the percussions of this loop. So what we're gonna do is double click on it, go into the automation section, change it to track volume, and we're gonna basically draw the automation to keep only the percussion in. And we are gonna loop it like this. So in this way, as you can hear, we only have the percussion shots and it won't interfere that much with the rest of the track. So this is really cool if you have a lot of drums playing together and you want to keep only certain part of a loop. So a third technique is called Accentuation, and what it basically does is keeping the focus on some part of the drum loop. And for example, we can do that for the claps. So we're gonna choose a different clap from this one that we've used here. This one, for example, and we're gonna place it here. You can also have less claps, so like this. And this is a really nice trick to add some variation to your drum grooves. And you can do the same with the open hats, for example. So let's take this one. Then another important thing to consider when creating your drum sections is the reverb. So in this case, what we're gonna do is we're gonna use the Ableton reverb, in particular the preset drum room. So we're gonna place it here on the bass, and we're gonna add it to the single drums. It's important to have the same reverb for every drums because it will sound like drums were recorded in the same room, and also you want to apply it with the bass and not having it directly on your channel. So let's add the reverb to some of the elements of this loop. The last technique that I have for you today, it's a really useful one for tech house track. It's called ghost drums. So it basically consists in a delay bass, and we're gonna send some of the percussion to this bass. So to do that, we're gonna use this one. It's fine, the delay that we have on the bass B, and we're gonna send this percussion. Also, one thing that you can do on the bass is adding a compressor. In this way we will enable the sidechain, send it to the kick. So you can do this same trick, for example, with the open hat. So that's all for today's video. Don't forget to check out Mirage from the link in the description below. Also, let us know in the comments what tutorial would you like to see next, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!